You can see people moving back and forth from, say, small tin area to small tin area. You can see them between the trees. But there's only that guy in the tower in the immediate area.
Okay. For now, I ordered my familiar frog that everyone has forgotten about to go and just chill by the tower, acting as a casual frog.
Whisper into his frog ears.
It's
So
like
how do
that
you go
scene in
about
Lord of the
doing this?
Rings.
How do I go about doing this?
Where does it go?
Oh, for right now.
Between her legs. Just
Actually, wait, no, this
Hops
idea of
right
mine
there.
is not gonna work.
He's a frogomancer.
Nope, I forgot light is touch only. Never mind. This idea won't work. Carry on.
just on the way there, she would like step on the frog, just be like, gross.
My idea was to have light on the frog, cause a glare to block the field of vision, and then we could have tried something, but can't do it from this far away.
You could have made a frog flash grenade. Cast it on
Thrown
and then
my
just
frog.
Chuck it, yeah.
Just checking, these cages do have metal bar floor, I assume.
Yes.
Are the cages bolted into the ground in some way?
No.
Okay.
They are very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Yeah.
about a mechanic. I know like acid would break a bar, but if I were to like freeze a bar, would that make it any more brittle?
Hmm.
Would have to be one hell of a freeze. And you would need to have something very, very heavy in order to...
Like Marv's face.
Or Nina.
Hey.
You would...
Hey.
Marv doesn't have the equipment or the space to do that.
That's why I see Marv Sonic Spinball everywhere in a cage.
Now I was thinking if Marv was not in the cage though, could he do it from the outside?
If he had something heavy enough.
Okay.
What about you, dwarf?
Without me.
Now, if my sources are correct, you used to be on the low end, where you made your way into the king's good graces.
True.
Now, you haven't lived out here in the dirt, but I can only assume you've seen what they are capable of. You've lived it.
Talking about the bandits or the watch?
The watch.
Hmm. I know they're up to some dirty deeds here and there.
That's something you're willing to serve.
Well, I have my own personal reasons. Trying to get to the bottom of, well, it's no matter to you.
Try me.
Hmm. You know, I don't think I should share this information with you.
To be honest, he hasn't shared that information with any of us.
It's true.
Suit yourself. Either way, You have to have seen what's coming a mile away.
No, not entirely. Still trying to get to the bottom of that.
I'm the wise one here.
Civil unrest on a scale in which this kingdom has never seen. Hell, people are already mobilizing, you think? It's only a matter of time. And if you're going to side with the people who write off the living without even thinking about it, that's what you're going to serve. That's who you're siding with.
Even though I may have a duty to my king, though.
Your king is the reason we're in this mess.
It's true. But my position on this, I might be just in the position to learn more to get to my own personal leads.
Well, you're not in much of a position now, are you?
No. Let's just say it's a bad luck of the draw. How's your game going over there, Mob?
Almost got it.
Luck of the draw.
Only so many combinations of 2 cards.
There are a total of 2 combinations.
In roughly 2 days' time, the village of Jareth will lose its status.
What happens when you don't pay taxes?
It's funny though, they've been producing enough wares, enough resources to ferry back for a good while. It's there goes Nina.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that they would all of a sudden stop. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been only a few days since you are the ones who brought in those, or that shipment from there, right?
Yes. That is rather odd. So, your original intent, besides hitting Jarthus, is to see what's happening.
I'm curious
Oh,
how you got that just particular information. How did you get that tidbit? The whole deal of them not paying taxes, I mean.
I have people everywhere. It quite literally comes with the territory.
I could understand that.
I don't understand having people everywhere, but how did you know that Barchi, for some reason, you knew his entire personal history with the guard? Why would you know individual personalities like that that weren't even significant until recently?
The watch is corrupt for a reason.
And so your magnificent source knows every single member?
No, but someone who is very quickly gone from being ousted from the watch to suddenly a knight of a king, that causes ripples.
What makes you think I was ousted?
My sources told me you were sacked.
Fact, I quit on my own accord.
Not how they tell it.
Then maybe. Archibald withdraws to his corner again.
You know, Barchi.
Hmm.
She got us in a cage and all, but she hasn't been that, uncivil.
I understand that, but
Well, think about what she said earlier. About how long it takes to get to the kingdom up north. And how long it will take for hell to pretty much reach the capital city. If we return, even with the king. I'm thinking...
though I know you don't have much trust in civilization already, do you distrust King Doran?
Yes, absolutely. I distrust him. There's only one person in the entire capital that I've even given him a modicum amount of trust to.
Barchi, what happened to your accents?
In serious mode.
Oh, okay.
But my point is... maybe we should check out Jarthus. Maybe we should appeal. Say, look, you don't have to pin us up, just let us work with you.
Maybe we should look into what we were supposed to deliver.
That's also a good idea. Well, maybe we could trade it. Well,
Trade what?
we're pinned up. They can just take whatever they want. By the way, did they take the note from Nina whenever they shook us down?
I assume they've taken everything except for our clothes.
Kind of what I'm assuming too.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Oh well, then we can blame them. Blame these guys for opening the letter. Either way.
True.
All right. Well, would you like to?
Could you go have someone fetch that for us?
We can. Well, before you go doing that, Barchi, hold on. First of all, yes, we're willing to make a trade. In order to prove that you can let us out and work with us, because we also want to see what's going on in Jarthus. And none among us actually has personal fealty towards King Doran. What we could do is trade you some information for our release, and then accompany you to Jarthus and help you.
Yeah, I'm not helping her.
have something to say, Elf.
Half-elf, bitch. Also, for someone so civil, seemingly, you don't really seem to care about deals.
Care about what now?
Did you say feels?
No.
I heard feels. I was very confused.
I heard feels as well. You don't
'Cause
care
baby, I
about
can make
my
you feel.
feels.
No, I said deal.
He said deals.
Ah,
Yeah.
I am a woman of my word. Unlike your people.
Again, you attribute my people to just the king and everything he stands for. I literally am just a pretty rich guy who likes magic. That's about as far as my commitment to the kingdom goes. Has your wonderful source told you about what's been going on, other than, civil unrest on the arcane side of things?
She waits.
Oh, I thought your source knew everything.
I never claimed to know everything.
I'll just say there are more pressing things than civil unrest that are beginning to arise. And you can choose to believe me or not. Either way, it's going to come find you eventually.
That part is true. I will back Justice up on that. We have seen some unnatural things in use.
Then I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
Depends on what we do in the next, couple days or so. Sounds like.
What, the 5 of you?
And your people.
Debatable. But we do have a lead, at least for this problem that is pressing and is not tied to a kingdom. It's tied to something that no one should have to deal with, regardless of civilization or any type of faction standing.
What might that be?
I wish I had some type of demonstration, but you're familiar with necromancy.
Isn't that where they use the needles to relieve tension?
Oh, that's acupuncture.
That's acupuncture, yeah.
Oh, Yanis. You're cute.
Think of say you have a band of people coming down the road, and you say, hey, there's, free stuff I can go get. And you go to do your daily ambush, and you realize that there's something different about them. And they're not visibly that different, but you know something is wrong. And they don't go down because they're not alive.
And then when your people start going down, they start coming back up and going for you. Reanimation.
So you're
Dirty
saying that the dead
necromancers.
are you telling me that people are dying and getting back up again?
That's the general gist of it. It's not as dandy as it sounds, trust me.
Which is why I was asking if a figurative hell was coming or a literal one.
Well, if that's the case, you're going to have a lot of dead guys walking around pretty soon, I'm guessing.
So are you. You're not very far away between the capital and Jarthus.
We can take care of ourselves.
Alright.
I'm just curious,
Actually,
in terms of the world itself, is an undead person just as easy to kill as a dead person?
You don't know.
Okay.
Well, actually, you have that experience in the cave of the orcs, right?
Right.
There are those skeleton things. If I recall correctly, I said that there was a jewel, one quite similar to the one that's around Kara's neck, embedded in their eye sockets. And once you got rid of that, they no longer stood up again.
Right. All I'm saying is it's gonna be a much harder time for your band of Robin Hoods to attempt to kill things that are already dead.
You're gonna have to make some diplomacy roll just to even get her to believe this.
I'm okay with this.
Can I aid him? Kind of like how Barchi aided me
Yes.
at the funeral pyre? Okay.
Anyone who would like to aid is
This help.
Alright. So just roll
Oh
on our
yeah, he
own.
knows what he's talking about.
I don't believe in myself.
Fuck it.
Marv, what the fuck are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Marv
Same thing,
agrees.
Maru.
Yes.
Listen to me, I know about necromancy. It's terrible. He's telling the truth.
it really does sound like a good time.
Not if you're living.
But look at it this way. While your people are busy fighting themselves and killing each other all over again, there's going to be a world of, well, pretty much anything we want.
So you're gonna go and say that the king and his people are vicious for all the things that they've done, and you're gonna try to use that as an argument, and then turn around and go, don't care if anyone dies and then gets reanimated.
Don't
Which is-
misunderstand me. The king, what he did 20 years ago, that opened my eyes. Survival of the fittest.
Yanis, what did the king do 20 years ago?
She sort of clucks her tongue. Lived in a village. They didn't pay. They didn't pay because I couldn't pay. Raised their taxes by 200%. Threw us to the wolves, and within 3 days we were wiped off the map.
Do you honestly think we support that?
Wait, you said 20 years ago. Mario kind of just goes into a corner and sits down.
Do you think they're ghosts?
Nah, Archie, don't worry about it.
That's some Marv shit
That's
there, Bart.
some Marv shit. Although Barchi is so like spooked at magic that he might be
yeah, that makes
superstitious
sense.
about it.
Hey, I have an 8 intelligence, so
Shit, they might be vampires. Who knows?
might be wise, but I'm still a country bumpkin in some parts.
They're zombies, Francis.
Oh, I hate zombies.
For the record, Yanis looks...
I should say for the record, Yanis is undead.
They were just fucking with you the entire time.
She's
Yeah.
definitely up there in her years, maybe early 40s, late 30s.
My time.
That's up there in years.
In this
girl.
age. I mean,
In this
We almost
age, what are you
got
talking about? It's
stabbed.
necromancy. You never die.
You never age either.
35 and around these parts is considered middle age.
Jesus.
In human years, at least. And when they did that, they showed us that right, wrong, what the hell does that have to do with it? Those who survive do so by taking from others. So they live there in their capitals and their villages, and they have their inns and their restaurants, and we take what we need from them as we need it. We walk right through their world and walk out with whatever we want. But this out here, this is our world. They made sure that we have to contend with the wolves, the orcs, everything else that's out here. So if a few dead guys want to come and knock on our doors, let them.
What if you were still living in that village? What if the king didn't fuck you over? Say the same thing?
It's a lot of what ifs, Jundus.
He didn't. Rather, he did.
Hey, Marv?
Mm.
Do you happen to remember the name of the village where you found me?
Roll it. Roll a,
Jesus.
Roll the village.
Roll memory check. What would that be? Knowledge? Roll village. So there is a knowledge skill.
Those are
yeah,
like
but
Those are different kinds of knowledges, like... I don't know how to explain it.
How about
Don't forget your intelligence bonus.
gather information from my brain?
It's its own entity that has to tell you things.
Yeah.
make an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Oh god. Alright. That's -4. This will be good.
Actually, make a wisdom check.
Alright, that's -4. This will be good.
And add your intelligence. Oh god. Oh, okay. I saw a 4.
not a terrible roll.
Yeah.
You remember something with a J.
Jundus.
Hey. I kind of wish I had shrink person so I could just send Nina flying. Oh well.
Be minuscule and just shove her up her nose.
It should
Brain.
it should be noted, Jundus, that you do not sense care anymore.
Oh good. Thanks, bitch.
Well, invisibility spells only last for so long.
True.
Yanis, what was the name of the town that you came from? The one that was burned 20 years ago?
He says Jundus is gonna be weird.
Then I ascend to my true form and turn into an entire town.
You're just building.
He was a